Welcome back to another episode on Math with Ms. Zane. This week, we're going to dive into financial literacy, the concept of depositing money and withdrawing money from a bank. Now, when I was a little girl, my parents gave me 2 piggy banks. One for saving up quarters and the other for saving up pennies. I find them for you. Here they are. Never mind. These are actual piggies. These are not piggy banks. Let me find my piggy banks. Oh, okay. Here you go. One for saving quarters and one for saving up pennies. If you owe a piggy bank too, you might know how this works. On the top, there's a slit where you can put in money. And when you need it, you can just open up the bottom valve and take out all your money to make it useful. Okay. So see, if I open up the bottom of the piggy bank, money will start to come out. This is when you have to use it and when you have to withdraw money. Now, when you need to deposit money, you just put them in on the top. When you're a kid, you use a piggy bank. When I was small, what happens is whenever I have excessive money, I just put them one by one into my piggy banks. And when it comes to times when I want to buy hot Cheetos as a kid or buy ice cream from the school cafeteria, I will withdraw my pennies and my coins from my piggy bank and see if I have enough money to spend. So the act of putting money inside your piggy bank is called depositing. And the act of withdrawing your monies from the piggy bank is called withdrawing. Withdraw means take something out of the bank, while depositing means putting something back to the bank. But when you're an adult, a real bank works pretty much the same way as a piggy bank. Now, let's see what happens to the money we have in the bank as we withdraw and deposit. Let's say there are 20 pennies inside now. When you make a deposit, 21, 22, 23, your piggy bank's internal amount of money keep on stacking up. That means you're getting more money inside your piggy bank, and if you're using a math to calculate, we will be using a plus sign every time we put money in the bank. Now, let's look at withdrawing. When you withdraw money, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, the piggy bank is empty, which means when we withdraw money, we're taking stuff away from the bank. We're taking stuff away. So when you're taking stuff away, you subtract. When you withdraw money, remember you subtract. And when you add money in, you deposit. Oops, we forgot to close the bottom of the piggy bank. Remember to do that every time after you withdraw. So here's the basic concept of withdrawing and depositing. Let's look at one example of how we might use it in a question. Let's go. Okay, so on page 716, let's read the example first. Mr. Hudson saves money at a bank. When he makes a deposit, more money appears in the bank. It's just as our example of putting money into your piggy bank. In that case, you add money. While you make a withdrawal, there is less money in the bank. In that case, you subtract money. So, if I were you and I have the book, this is what I would do. I will highlight the word deposit and link it to the plus sign. I will highlight the word withdraw and link it to a subtraction sign. Okay, now I'm going to work through the share and show with you all. Katrina has $21 in the bank. She makes a deposit of $6. How much money does Katrina have in the bank now? So in the past, she has $21. Let's come up with an equation. She made a deposit. Now we know deposit associated with addition. So I would add $6 to how much she has, and that gives us a total of 27. Now remember to always include the money unit so we know if we're talking about adding dollars or we're adding pennies, because that's completely different results, right? Okay, so far so good. Now moving on to the next question on Brian. Question number 2. Brian has $30 in the bank again. He made a withdrawal of $4. We know the withdrawal is negative, so keep that in mind. How much money does he have in the bank right now? Similarly, any question like that, we need to make an equation. Now, Brian started with 30 money, which is more than Katrina from the last example. However, he took away withdraw $4, so we have to subtract the 4. That'll leave us with 26. So as you can see, the more you deposit, the larger number you end up with. The more you withdraw, the less money you will have in your bank, which kind of makes sense. Moving on to the problem solving question on page 717. Let's see. So let's read it right here. Solve, show your addition or subtraction. Let's read question number 3 and work on it together. Okay, never mind, it's blocked. Let's work on question number 4 together. Miss Walton has $63 in the bank. He makes a withdrawal of $9. How much money does he have right now? Now, we know withdraw. Anytime I see withdraw, I ask you guys to label a subtraction sign beside it to remind yourself. So we started off with $63. We took away $9. That leaves us with 54. Okay. Writing with the mouse pad is hard. Okay, so now let's move on to a multi-step problem. Let's look at question number 6. I'm going to jumping around so you can try question number 5, question number 3 on your own, just like the example I tried. Okay, in question number 6, Gina has $23 in the bank. How many deposits of 5 does she need to have a total of 43? Wow, this question is complicated. Don't rush right into it. Let's analyze the situation better. So, Gina has $23. I'm gonna label as 25. So we know that she's making deposits, but we don't know how much she's depositing. Therefore, I'm going to keep how much she deposited as a blank, which is missing, added. Now, she ended up with $43. This will represent what happened. Now, in this situation, we can't just go ahead and add. We know the blank needs to be 43 minus 23, which is $20. Now, $20 isn't exactly how much deposit of 5 it is, but how much money she has to deposit. So we're going to skip count. 5, 10, 15, 20. We can see that deposit 1 times gives you a 5, 2 times you have 10, 3 times 15, and 4 times is a 20. So in total, he has to make exactly 4 deposits of $5 each. Now this question is very complicated. We use the concept of missing added. We use the concept of skip counting and multiplication. We also use the concept of word problem and adding, subtracting in the same question. So take a minute and digest this question before you move on to the next one. Okay, I'm just going to go over one more question of a similar format. Find it in your homework page on 720. We're going to work on question number 8. Let's make the question slightly bigger. Tim has $19 in the bank. Let's use a highlighter. He has $19 in the bank. Now he withdraws $6. We know that withdraw means it is a subtraction. Later, he deposited $5. We know that deposit is addition. I'm going to put the signs beside the words so it can remind me. How much money does Tim have in the bank right now? So we're asking for how much money he has in the bank. We know we started with $19. He withdrew 6, which means he took away $6. After he withdrew, he had a total of $13. Now, later he deposited $5, which means 13 is not our answer yet. We are not even done with the question. Let's cross out 13. Later on, he deposited $5, so we're starting from the 13. We add the $5 extra he put in his bank, and that gave us a total of $18. So how much does he have in his bank right now? We would circle 18, embossing the answer. Did you forget to put the unit? Remember that Ms. Zane told you to always include the unit in the question. Yes, even if it's just your step, you need to make sure to include the units. All right, that's it for this question. Okay, we are done for today's practice. I hope you guys have a chance to draw out picture for every single questions when it comes to money situation. Because after all, we want to be financially responsible for how much money we earn and how much money we spend, so we can get richer and live a better quality life. Okay, if you have any questions, send me a message in Class Dojo, and I will see you all in one day in Zoom meetings on Friday. All right, goodbye guys. Have a wonderful rest of the week.